I walk past our old neighborhood tonight. The bakery still closes too early, and the laundromat windows still glow blue against the tired evening rain. There was a couple arguing softly outside the corner grocery store, and somehow it reminded me how love can survive even inside exhaustion. You always wanted a small apartment there, with plants hanging near the kitchen sink and records stacked beside the sofa, like ordinary life was enough. Back then I thought forever would arrive naturally, the way seasons do, without effort, without fear. But no one teaches you how quickly tenderness can disappear when two people become too tired to say what they really mean. In the street where we almost stayed still aches inside my chest tonight, like a future that briefly existed before life turned away from it. I stood beneath the traffic lights, watching strangers hurry home, thinking how close we once came to growing old together. Your favorite bookstore became a cafe, the movie theaters closing next spring. Even the city started forgetting the places where we loved each other. Meanwhile, I still remember everything, the exact sound of your keys at the door, the way you'd fall asleep on my shoulder halfway through late night television. It's strange how memory preserves small things long after the important ones collapse. If I could speak to the version of us walking hand in hand down that street, I wouldn't warn us about heartbreak. I'd only say, look carefully, this is your life. This ordinary, beautiful moment will one day become sacred. And the street where we almost stayed still glows somewhere behind my eyes. Wet pavement, storefront lights, your reflection moving beside me. But tonight the memory feels different, less like grief, more like gratitude for having loved someone deeply enough to miss them this long. The rain finally stopped near midnight, cars hissed softly through the dark, and I kept walking slowly home with your name quiet inside me. The city always looks softer around 4 in the morning, like even loneliness gets tired and finally lowers its voice. I was sitting at the kitchen counter in yesterday's sweater and fading light, watching steam rise from untouched coffee, like ghosts disappearing into the dark. Outside, a newspaper truck rolled slowly past, breaking the silence for a second. And everything became still again, the kind of stillness that makes memory louder. There are moments just before morning when the heart becomes too honest, too exhausted to keep pretending. It no longer aches for what it lost. And the blue hour before morning tonight felt like standing inside a memory, halfway between healing and heartbreak, halfway between letting go and staying. I looked around the empty apartment and suddenly understood. Some people leave your life quietly, but never leave your inner world. Your toothbrush has been gone for months now, but I still move to the left side of the sink, as if love leaves invisible instructions inside the body long after goodbye. The woman next door started singing softly while watering plants on her fire escape. And for a moment the whole world felt fragile in a strangely beautiful way. If I could speak to you one last time, I wouldn't ask for another chance. I just thank you for teaching me that tenderness existed. Because before you, I thought love had to be dramatic to be real. I didn't know it could sound like two people breathing quietly in the same room. And the blue hour before morning kept fading slowly into pale gold light. The way grief eventually changes without asking permission. Not disappearing, not ending, just becoming softer around the edges, until you can finally carry it gently. The sun began touching the rooftops. Cars move through the waking streets, and somewhere between night and morning, I forgave both of us a little more. There's a softness in the air, like your love is still around. Not enough to break my heart, just enough to calm it down. In the hush between my thoughts, in the slow and silver stay so close to me, and it still feels close to you. I don't need the night to speak, I can hear it in the glow. Some loves never really leave, they just learn to move in slow. Close to me in the quiet, like a dream that never ends, like a touch I still remember, falling through me once again. Close to me in the quiet, soft enough to feel like home, even when the dark gets deeper, I don't feel alone. I don't reach for what is gone, I don't ask for it to stay, but the beauty of your love still finds me in its way, like a whisper without words, like a song without a name. It comes over me so gently, and nothing feels the same. I don't need the night to speak, I can hear it in the glow. Some loves never really leave, they just learn to move in slow. Close to me in the quiet, like a dream that never ends, like a touch I still remember, falling through me once again. Close to me in the quiet, soft enough to feel like home, even when the dark gets deeper, I don't feel alone. Maybe this is what remains when the ache has turned to grace, not the fear of losing someone, but the warmth they leave in place. And maybe love can still be near without asking to be shown, just a tender kind of presence that the heart has always known. Close to me in the quiet, like a light that lingers on, like the sweetest kind of memory after almost everything is gone. Close to me in the quiet, soft enough to pull me through, even when the morning finds me, I still wake with you. There's a softness in the air that I never knew before, and in every quiet part of me, I feel you even more. The piano bar on Mercer Avenue still stays open past 2 a.m. blue smoke hanging near the ceiling, like old regrets refusing to leave. I took a seat beside the piano while a woman in velvet sang too softly. The bartender polished empty glasses without looking anyone in the eyes. Outside, rain moved down the taxi windows, turning street lights into blurred gold rivers. And somewhere between the low piano chords, I heard the shape of your memory again. You used to love places like this, rooms where sadness sounded beautiful, where strangers carried broken hearts quietly without trying to hide them. Some nights the world feels suspended, neither happy nor destroyed, just full of people surviving gently, one song at a time. And the piano bar on Mercer Avenue tonight felt like standing inside an old photograph. Soft shadows, amber light, love slowly fading around the edges. I closed my eyes while the singer whispered a melody about leaving too late. And suddenly your absence felt so close, I almost turned to speak to you. A man in a gray suit sat near the back, staring into whiskey without moving, like he'd spent years rehearsing how to live with disappointment elegantly. Meanwhile the piano player kept smiling, even through the saddest songs. The way certain people learn to survive by making beauty from pain. The room smelled like perfume and winter coats, and the last slow hours before morning, when loneliness becomes softer somehow under dim music and tired lights. If you walked through that door tonight, I don't think the story would begin again. Some endings stay finished forever, even when love doesn't. But maybe I'd still save you a seat near the piano and the rain-streaked windows, just to sit quietly beside each other without needing to repair the past. The piano bar on Mercer Avenue slowly emptied, one heartbreak at a time, until only the music remained, floating through the dark like smoke. And somewhere between the final piano note and the silence afterward, I realized healing may not be happiness. Maybe it's simply learning how to sit peacefully beside what still hurts. Near dawn, the bartender switched off the neon sign. Chairs lifted softly onto tables, and I stepped back into the blue morning air, carrying your memory like a song too beautiful to stop hearing. jukebox only works halfway now. Some buttons stick when you press them down, but every lonely soul in this bar still feeds at quarters after midnight. I came in just before closing time, rain dripping from my coat sleeves. The bartender gave me the usual nod, like sadness had become part of the furniture here. There was a woman dancing by herself near the corner, eyes closed beneath the red neon light, like she was trying to remember who she had been before heartbreak. And somewhere between the low bass and cigarette smoke, your name returned to me again, soft as dust floating through projector light, impossible to hold on to. Some memories don't arrive loudly, they enter slowly through music, through familiar melodies, but still know where the broken parts are hidden. And the last song on the jukebox tonight sounded like us in another lifetime. Slow drums, fading chords, two hearts trying not to disappear. I sat there staring into whiskey reflections while the whole room blurred into blue, thinking maybe love never truly leaves. It just becomes quieter with time. An old couple sat near the back wall, sharing fries without speaking much, the kind of silence built over decades where tenderness no longer needs translation. I envied them for a moment, not because they looked happy, but because they had survived enough years together to grow gentle around each other's pain. Outside, taxis drifted through wet streets, the city breathing underneath the storm. And for the first time in a long while, missing you didn't feel like drowning. If I could live inside one sound forever, it might be this jukebox humming softly at 2 in the morning, while strangers carry invisible heartbreak around me. Because there's comfort in realizing the world is full of people quietly trying to heal without knowing how. The last song on the jukebox finally ended, static trembling through the speakers, and nobody in the bar moved right away, as if we all needed one extra moment before returning to our separate lonelinesses. Back into rain, back into memory, back into the unfinished ache of being human. Near dawn, the bartender switched off the neon signs, chairs lifted slowly onto tables, and somewhere inside the fading silence, your memory became lighter in my hands. There's an old cigarette machine still glowing in the corner of the bar, like something forgotten by time, too stubborn to disappear. The bartender wiped the counter slowly, while a tired saxophone filled the room. Outside, rain painted silver lines across the empty avenue. I came here because the apartment felt too quiet, because memory gets louder after midnight, because some nights loneliness needs witnesses, even if they're strangers. At the end of the bar, a woman in red lipstick laughed too hard, like she was trying to outrun something heavy inside her chest. Everyone carries heartbreak differently. Some drown it in music, some bury it in work, and some sit beneath dim lights, pretending they're fine. And the cigarette machine at the bar tonight looked exactly how missing you feels. Old-fashioned, flickering, still glowing for no good reason. I watched smoke rise toward the ceiling, like prayers nobody expected to answer. And somewhere between the jazz and whiskey, I almost forgave the ending. You used to hate places like this, too sad, too late, too full of people hiding from themselves. But secretly I think you understood them. There's comfort in broken atmospheres, in rooms where no one asked questions, where silence can sit beside you quietly without needing to be fixed. If you walk through that door tonight, I don't think I know who to blame anymore. Time softens anger strangely, until only tenderness survives. And maybe that's the cruel beauty of love. It leaves long before memory does. So the heart keeps reaching for someone already gone. The cigarette machine kept glowing softly long after the music slowed down, and the city outside turned blue with approaching dawn. I sat there finishing cold coffee, listening to glasses clink in the distance, thinking maybe healing isn't moving on. Maybe it's simply learning how to miss someone without disappearing yourself. Near morning, the bartender switched off the neon sign. Chairs lifted slowly onto tables, and I stepped back into the rain, still carrying your name, but lighter now, somehow. There are dead flowers on the windowsill, still leaning toward the sun. I should have thrown them out weeks ago, but somehow I couldn't touch them. You used to water them every Sunday while humming songs under your breath. Tiny ordinary rituals that felt invisible at the time. Now the apartment echoes differently, like the air itself has changed. Even the floorboards sound lonelier without your footsteps crossing them. No one tells you how quiet love disappears, not in one terrible moment, but in small neglected things. And the flowers we forgot to water still break my heart tonight, because somewhere between being busy and being tired, we stop noticing each other. Not all endings arrive with goodbye. Some happen slowly in plain sight, like petals curling inward, while nobody looks close enough to see. I found your grocery list this morning, folded inside a cookbook. Your handwriting still soft and careful, like you were trying not to disturb the world outside. Someone's arguing in the alley, a dog keeps barking down the block. Life goes on in loud, imperfect ways, while grief stays painfully polite. If I could return to one evening, it wouldn't be our first kiss or some dramatic final moment, just an ordinary Tuesday. You're standing barefoot in the kitchen, asking if I wanted tea, and me not understanding that this was happiness. The flowers we forgot to water still sit beside the glass tonight, brown at the edges, beautiful in a ruined way. And maybe love doesn't die suddenly, maybe it fades the way seasons do, quietly, gradually, until one day the room feels cold without warning. I open the window before sleeping. Night air moves through the curtains, and somewhere in the darkness, a memory blooms too late. There's a woman sitting alone at table 7 in the cafe that never really closes. A cigarette burning slowly in her hand, while midnight leans against the windows. The waiter already knows her order: black coffee, no sugar. The kind of sadness that becomes routine after enough years. emotions trembling in puddles, and somewhere in the corner an old jukebox plays a song about leaving. She keeps staring at the empty chair across from her, like memory might still arrive late, like love could walk back through the door someday, apologizing softly for time. Loneliness doesn't always look tragic. Sometimes it looks elegant, quiet, well-dressed, and unbearably tired. And the woman at table 7 tonight looked exactly how heartbreak ages. Beautiful, fragile, still holding herself together in public. I couldn't stop watching her silhouette beneath the dim cafe light, thinking maybe every lonely person eventually recognizes themselves in another. She touched the rim of her coffee cup slowly, like someone remembering a hand. And when she finally smiled at something distant, it nearly broke my heart. The bartender turned the music lower, chairs scraping softly against the floor, while the city outside kept moving without asking who got left behind. The young couple rushed in from the rain, laughing, carrying too much future in their eyes. And suddenly the whole room felt divided between beginnings and survivors. Maybe grief becomes gentler with age, not smaller, not lighter, just more familiar to carry. Like an old winter coat, heavy at first, then strangely comforting against the coldness of the world. As the rain softened outside, and for a moment before she disappeared, she looked almost peaceful somehow, like she had finally made room for both memory and tomorrow. Near dawn, the cafe lights dimmed low. Streets turn pale blue with morning, and the empty chair at table 7 stayed quietly facing the door. Television glows without a sound. Blue light moving through the house. I sit with both hands around a cup gone cold, trying not to think about you. There's a photograph inside a book. I haven't opened since you left. You're laughing somewhere near the ocean, with your hair caught in the wind. Back then we thought love was simple, something young hearts always knew. Now I understand how quietly people can lose something true. No screaming doors, no shattered glass, just two people slowly drifting past, like smoke disappearing from a room. We were beautiful once, weren't we, darling? Before the silence grew between us, like winter after dark. And even now, some nights I still reach across the bed, half asleep, looking for your heart. The grocery store on 8th and Lincoln still plays the songs we used to love. And sometimes strangers wear your cologne, just enough to stop my breath. I wonder if you still drive slowly when it rains after midnight, or if somebody else now watches the sadness leave your eyes. People say time softens memory, but some things sharpen with age, like the exact way you whispered my name the night before you walked away. And I still haven't learned how to tell the truth about us without sounding like I'm begging you to return. We were beautiful once, like a movie nobody finished, still glowing somewhere inside me, long after the ending changed. And maybe love doesn't disappear, maybe it just becomes quieter, until it sounds like a woman alone, speaking softly to the rain. Morning presses gently through the curtains. The coffee's cold beside my hands, and somewhere in another life, I think we made it. The apartment smells like smoke and winter, even though I quit last spring. There are still traces of old evenings hiding in everything. everything. Your coat is gone from the hallway, but the shape of it remains. Like the body remembers warmth long after the fire changes. I poured 2 glasses out of habit, then laughed at myself again. Funny how loneliness survives in the smallest human things. No one warns you that heartbreak becomes domestic. It folds laundry beside you, sleeps quietly in your bed. There are ashes in the ashtray tonight, like little pieces of a life we burn through. Not violently, not suddenly, just slowly enough to hurt. And every room still carries a version of your breathing, like the walls themselves haven't accepted that you left. The woman upstairs keeps practicing cello late into the evening dark, and the low sad notes drifting downward sound exactly like memory. I tried dating someone last September. She wore expensive perfume, but all I could think about was how differently you used to say my name. Maybe love doesn't disappear. Maybe it settles into objects, into chairs, into shadows, into the silence after midnight. And maybe moving forward means learning to stop touching the wound, just to prove it's still there. There are ashes in the ashtray tonight, and moonlight on the kitchen floor. I stand barefoot in the quiet, listening to the refrigerator hum. And for the first time in a long while, I don't ask for you to come back. I just miss the sound of being known completely. A siren fades somewhere downtown, the building settles into sleep, and the last cigarette burns itself out without anyone watching. The ballroom's almost empty now. Only shadows moving round. The tired band plays somewhere far away, like they're afraid to wake the night. Your hand still fits inside of mine, even after all this time. We sway beneath the fading gold, like two hearts refusing to grow old. There's silver dust upon your dress, and sadness hidden in your smile, like maybe both of us already know this is the last slow dance. No one speaks, the music says enough. Some endings arrive softly, like winter touching love. So hold me close tonight, like the world is disappearing. Let the orchestra and city lights blur into the dark. And if tomorrow changes everything, at least we had this moment, one last beautiful illusion, before goodbye became real. Outside the windows, taxis pass like fragments of another life. Inside this room, time moves differently, slow enough for memory. I can still smell your perfume, mixed with champagne and cigarette smoke. And suddenly I wanna stop the song before the silence comes. Maybe love was never meant to stay. Maybe that's what made it beautiful. Two people dancing at the edge of something already leaving. And years from now, when someone asks what heartbreak felt like, I'll remember your head against my shoulder while the whole room disappeared. So hold me close tonight, while the band plays softer and slower. Let this be the version of us that survives forever. Not the tears, not the distance, not the morning after the lights came on, just this dance and your heartbeat against mine. The song ends quietly, chairs scrape against the floor, and somewhere beyond the empty ballroom, the sky is beginning to turn blue. The old movie theater on Carson Street still glows red after midnight, even though half the seats are broken now and hardly anybody comes anymore. I bought a ticket I didn't really want, just to sit somewhere warm and dark. The girl behind the counter looked half asleep, blue light flickering across her face. Inside, dust moved through the projector beam like tiny ghosts trapped in the air. And suddenly I remembered your laughter echoing beside me years ago. You always cried at sad endings, even before pretended not to notice, just to keep you talking longer. Funny how memory edits people, softening sharp edges with time, until heartbreak starts looking beautiful from far enough away. And the movie theater on Carson Street tonight felt exactly like missing you. Old velvet seats, faded colors, still holding warmth from another life. I sat alone beneath the screen glow, listening to strangers breathe in the dark, thinking maybe loneliness is just love with nowhere left to go. A couple near the back row held hands like the world outside couldn't touch them, and for a moment I envied how young their future still looked. Meanwhile I kept watching reflections dance across the empty aisles, realizing grief doesn't always disappear. Sometimes it simply learns better manners. Outside, rain gathered beneath the marquee lights, turning the sidewalk silver blue. The city looked like an old photograph, slowly folding into itself. If I could step inside one memory forever, it wouldn't be our first kiss, or the night you left. It would be something smaller, you leaning your head against my shoulder, halfway through a terrible movie, completely trusting me with your silence. The movie theater on Carson Street emptied slowly, credits rolling across the screen, while people disappeared back into their separate lives. And somewhere between the final song and silence, I finally stopped asking the past to become the future again. Because maybe love's real purpose was never permanence. Maybe it was simply teaching us how deeply a heart can feel. Near dawn, the neon sign switched off, the street fell quiet beneath the rain, and I walked home carrying your memory like an old film, too beautiful to throw away. I don't feel you like a memory. You're softer than the past, more like something still unfolding, more like something built to last. Not a hurt that keeps on burning, not a dream I have to chase, just a low and tender meaning, still alive in every trace. When the blue comes closer, when the whole world quiets down, I can feel your love return. still turns me back to you. I have learned that some emotions only deepen when they slow. They don't leave in broken pieces. They just change the way they glow. There's a grace inside the silence. There's a sweetness in the ache. Like your kindness found a home in me that time could never take. No, I don't need forever. No, I don't need one more sign. I just know that when it's quiet, your softness leans into mine. Love still moves in slow light, soft across my heart tonight. Like the last glow holding on after almost all is gone. Love still moves in slow light, warm beneath the deepest blue. Even when I close my eyes, it still turns me back to you. Maybe this is how it stays now. Not in fire, not in rain, but as something calm and golden, living softly through the pain. Maybe love becomes more beautiful after all the noise is through. Not because it asks for nothing, but because it still feels true. Love still moves in slow light, like a song too deep to lose, like a hush that keeps on falling through the dark, through the blue. Love still moves in slow light, and my heart still feels it too. Even when the night lets go, it leaves me close to you. I don't feel you like a memory. You're gentler than the truth. Love still moves in slow light, and it still moves me to you. The curtains moved from the summer wind, and the room turned gold for a moment. I almost believed you were still here. There's a glass of water by the bedside, untouched since yesterday, and your old handwriting on the calendar still refuses to fade away. I keep living around your absence, like people walk around cracked stone, careful not to reopen something that never fully healed at all. Funny how grief changes shape. First it burns, then it echoes, then one day it simply sits beside you, quiet as evening light. When the curtains moved tonight, I thought maybe love came back. like your hands were still somewhere close, reaching through memory. The radio station we listened to doesn't exist anymore. Now strangers speak where music lived, and somehow that hurts even more. I passed the cinema on Crescent Avenue where you cried during the ending scene. The poster lights are different now, but I still see you there in blue. If I'm honest, I don't miss us the same way anymore. I miss who I became beside you. A softer version of myself. Maybe that's the cruelest thing about love, not losing someone, but losing the person you only were with them. When the curtains moved tonight, the silence almost broke apart, and all the years between us felt thin enough to cross. But morning always arrives eventually, pulling dreams back into dust, and I'm left standing in this apartment, still learning how to live without us. The wind settles outside the window, the city hums below, and somewhere in the darkened room, your memory folds itself into the quiet again. Warm wind moving through the curtains, midnight hanging over town. Someone's playing old records downstairs, and the whole city feels slow tonight. You stood barefoot on the balcony, wearing my shirt like it belonged to you, laughing at the noise below us, while the traffic painted gold across your skin. We were too young to understand how quickly beautiful things disappear. So we kissed like people who believed nothing could touch us there. There are nights that never leave you, no matter how far life goes. They stay hidden in the body, like songs the heart still knows. Summer balcony lights, still shining somewhere in my mind. Your hair moving in the midnight air, like a dream too soft to hold. And even now, when the city falls quiet after rain, I still look toward empty windows, hoping one of them is yours. The apartment's been renovated now, different colors on the walls, but I swear I could still find our shadows if they turn the lights down low enough. There was wine on your lips that evening, and sadness neither of us named. Maybe we all sirens faded in the distance, because I still carry that summer like folded paper in my coat. Fragile, worn out, but impossible to throw away. Summer balcony lights burning softly through the years, not bright enough to guide me home, but enough to keep you near. And maybe that's what love becomes after time has done its part. Not forever, not completely gone, just a light left on inside the dark. Downstairs finally stops, and somewhere behind the waking skyline I lose you one more time. There's a small light in the kitchen, and the elevator hums downstairs. Another sleepless night above the city, another ghost of you in the air. I left your books beside the window, like you might come for them someday. Coffee mug still sits exactly where you forgot it in May. The traffic moves like distant rivers beneath this tired avenue, and every stranger passing by me feels a little less than you. Funny how a heart can break so quietly, no dramatic final scene, just one person slowly becoming a memory inside a dream. In the apartment above the city, I still talk to you sometimes, like you're somewhere in the hallway, listening between the lines. And every night the skyline flickers like a film that never ends, while I sit here growing older with the version of you in my head. I tried moving all the furniture, changing colors on the walls, but silence has a way of finding every place your shadow falls. The woman downstairs plays piano, soft enough to drift through sleep, and somehow every broken melody still cuts a little deep. Do you ever think about this apartment when the night gets hard to hold? Or did you learn to leave our story the way people leave the cold? Sometimes I almost call you just to hear you breathe again, but loneliness can make a person confuse memory with love. In the apartment above the city, your absence fills every room, like perfume trapped inside a coat. Long after someone moves, and maybe healing isn't forgetting, maybe it's learning how to stay inside a life that away. Morning spills across the counters, dust turns gold inside the sun, and somewhere far below this window, the whole world keeps moving on. The last night bus hissed at the corner, doors opening into cold blue air, and everyone climbing inside looked tired in the same quiet way. I took a seat beside the window, watching the city slide backwards slowly. Liquor stores, closed diners, street lights trembling in puddles. Across from me, a young couple slept against each other, like the world had never heard them before. And for a moment I missed not you, but the person I used to be beside you. The driver kept on music playing softly, something sad from another decade. The kind of song that sounds like memory, even the first time you hear it. There are nights when moving forward feels less like courage and more like simple exhaustion from carrying the past too long. And the night was to somewhere else tonight. Felt like my whole life in motion, half empty, half lost, still trying to reach the morning. I lean my head against the shaking glass, while strangers disappeared at every stop, thinking maybe healing happens slowly, one leaving at a time. A woman near the back kept reading letters under flickering overhead lights, turning each page carefully, like it might still change the ending. Outside, laundromats glow through the darkness, tiny islands of fluorescent loneliness. And somewhere between two sleeping neighborhoods, I realized I hadn't said your name all night. Not because I forgot you, but because grief had finally softened into something quieter than pain. If you saw me now, you'd probably think I look older, not just in the face, but in the way I sit with silence still. I hope life has been gentle with you. I hope somebody notices the beautiful things I once noticed too. The night bus to somewhere else kept moving, past rivers, past warehouses, past windows glowing golden. become after love. Near dawn the bus grew almost empty, the sky fading slowly into gray. And somewhere inside